these are meant to be on a spectrum.
I enjoy the spectrums.
Hi, I'm Emma.
And I'm Lisa.
And this is There Are No Tangents.
Feels like I seen this all in a dream. What's the purpose of a human being? Never mind me. I'm just lost in my thoughts. What's the topic? Ain't no topic. Keep it going, no stop it. Don't get the picture, then we grab it. With no emotion, what's the line? We just lost in our thoughts. Not on the surface, beyond that. Pull back the curtains, I'm on that. Once we take it there, ain't no going back. Don't be losing the topic, man. We gotta stay on track. Yeah, you so crazy, yeah, I know it. Tell me a story, like a poet. Yeah, like a poet. We getting lost in our thoughts. Welcome to the show. Emma and Lisa, they already on the roll. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's see. I'm moving on to the deep section. Because here we are.
Our favorite thing to do.
Our favorite thing to do, but these are not funny. Okay. Ooh, all right. Would you rather not be able to taste or not be able to see colors?
Do you know what you would
I
choose?
think I know.
What would you choose?
I think I'd rather not be able to taste, which is a hard thing to say because I love food.
Me too. That's really hard. I guess I would also choose taste. I don't know.
That's a hard one, right?
That's a hard one, and I think I might change my mind. Yeah.
Okay. This next one's a little bit of a doozy. Would you rather know how you die or know when you die?
Oh my God.
Right?
I think how.
Oh, really? I think when.
Okay.
I think. But then that in and of itself terrifies me, because then if you knew when it was going to happen, would you ever really be able to think about anything else?
Right.
You know, but at the same time, if you knew how, like,
yeah,
how much would that fuck with your mind?
Well, right. I think
they crazy.
I guess if I knew how, it kind of depends on like, well, anything's going to get in my head, the when, the how, the whatever, all of the things that could mean. But I think with the how, it's more like dependent on like what it would be. So like, for instance, if it was like, you're going to drown or you're going to like die in an unexpected car accident or something like that. Like I would be, I guess like with the drowning thing, I'm like, okay, I'd never go in water again. And that doesn't mean I could avoid it. Eventually something's going to have to happen if that is already predestined.
Yeah, right.
But like, I would just be like, okay, water's out for me.
Yeah. Because if you think of like drowning, for example, you could assume that means swimming or something like that. But what if you're like getting ready and you're just, so you've started the shower, let's say, and you trip and fall and you like crack your skull and you pass out and there's just enough water that you drown in it somehow.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be some big thing.
Yeah.
So,
or like a plane crash, but it's over the body of water and the plane crash doesn't kill you, but drowning.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So, but anyway, what I'm getting at is like, that would be like, versus if it was like, it's cancer or, I'm like, okay, well, I might still live a really long, healthy, happy life. A lot of people die of cancer. I mean, I don't want to die of cancer. I don't want to think about dying at all, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would just be like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really hard. I still think I would choose when, I think, but excuse me, clearly that comes with its own set of major anxieties. So that's really interesting. Okay. Would you rather the ability to change the past or see into the future?
See into the future.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
That feels like maybe the easiest one so far.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. I wonder if this one's going to be easy too. Would you rather be magical but live on Earth or live in a magical land but be normal?
Oh, that one's harder. Because I think either one sounds great. What do you pick?
I would pick being magical on Earth.
Okay. That's where I was leaning at first. And then I was thinking about it and I was like, oh,
I mean, you know,
what constitutes being magical? Like you can literally do anything, or is it like, you know what I mean? It kind of depends on like.
You're trying to bring out my super nerd side, which, you know, I wore my Star Wars shirt today, of course. Scott remembered to wear his today too. Shout out.
For Star Wars Day.
I mean, my answer is, well, it just depends on the magic system that is in play. But that's because, you know, I'm into shit where there are different magic systems.
Yeah.
So, let's say we can't know and we can't choose what the magic is.
Okay.
I'm still going to pick being magical on Earth.
I think I would too. Especially if I don't know what the magic is. Like even for like the faraway land or whatever.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, it doesn't say that you have to necessarily use whatever magic you have.
That's right.
Right. So
yeah, I pick that too.
I think it would be hard for me because like I love the idea of magic just in general. You know, being surrounded by magic, but then not being able to like participate, being an outsider, like that feels too hard.
Your social dominance is kicking in.
Yeah. I would be jealous and sad and
feel like not belonging.
Yeah, but also it's just like, but I want magic too, you know, like also that literal, I would like to be able to do this, like whatever that is. Again, assuming that is something good-ish and not just pure evil, right?
Yeah.
And even if we're just like all evil, you wouldn't want to live in that land.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. That's why I was like, yeah, if we don't know what the magic is, and it was like, yeah, used for evil purposes.
Yeah, you don't want to be there.
No, I ain't about that life.
No.
All right.
Okay. All right. So would you rather find your passion or the love of your life?
That's hard. Probably. Do you have your answer?
This is really hard.
It is.
I think I have my answer.
Okay. Maybe I'll let you start. I think I have mine, but you go.
I think I would choose the love of my life. I think that's what I would choose.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because it feels like you could still be very fulfilled in a lot of ways, even without necessarily finding your passion. Because just because you don't find your passion doesn't mean you don't have things that.
Well, exactly. And that's what that's where I was going with my answer too, is because I watched this and I think shared it even to my stories. But it was Elizabeth Gilbert, actually, who we were just referencing yesterday. And she was like talking in this interview about how there is so much pressure on us to find your one passion and like find your all of this. And it's just like, and I guess the same could be said about like the love of your life thing or whatever. But I guess what I'm getting at is like, I just think about that differently. Like, I don't really think that there's like, yeah, like to your point, like one specific passion that we all must find, because that just like puts so much pressure, like constantly, am I doing the right? And then you're not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I have to find that little speech by her. I don't know if it was posted. I don't know if she shared it on her page or if it was somewhere else, but it'd be easy to find if it were on her page. I don't know. That's a tough one though.
It is tough. And that kind of gets at like the whole thing about, yeah, you pick something and you stick with it. And you know what I mean? That just renders life really boring, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love a lot of things. And if I just had to pick one,
Right. Yeah. That's really true. And I mean, I do think about like that kind of thing. Like, I wonder if I'll ever just feel so like this is it for me, like like with my business in the future, or a certain job, or whatever. But I don't know. So
yeah. Okay. Is that complete?
it is.
Okay. This is interesting too. Would you rather have an intelligent partner or a good looking partner? I think I'd pick intelligent.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, that seems, because if you really care about that, then they're going to end up being attractive to you in whatever way, I think, even if maybe they're not good looking, so to speak.
Right. I was going to say like good looking by your own standards or by like societal standards or whatever. Well, and the same could be said about intelligent. There's different types of intelligence.
Sure. Absolutely. True.
You know what I mean? So like, especially if they're kind of intelligent all around, like emotionally intelligent and like, IQ type stuff, of course, and like just like a smart person. But like, yeah, I picked that.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, if you are on board with whatever type of intelligence you have, like that would just keep things more interesting than just like, okay, good looking. I mean, that could just be boring potentially, so.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that would be, because I guess, and here's the other thing too, with all of these questions, it's like, I'm imagining, oh, okay, they're asking if the person is intelligent and they're like busted, right? Versus like they're good looking and they're like dumb as a rock, right? But maybe it's like, would you rather have somebody who's good looking and like smart enough, like could carry on a conversation, or would you rather have?
I don't think these are meant to be on a spectrum.
I enjoy the spectrums, and I enjoy, but like I would definitely, and that my point is, in that case, I would definitely pick the intelligent, because if they're not like I don't want to look at the person and want to throw up.
No.
You know what I mean? Like busted. But like what? It's just like they're like whatever. Like,
okay. So speaking of the Princess Bride, like what if it's Andre the Giant, but he's really smart? Like
right. Right, exactly.
Harry Elways, but he's dumb as a brick,
Yeah. Yeah. It's tricky. Yeah.
All right. Okay. How about a couple more?
Okay.
All right. Would you rather be able to fly or be able to turn invisible?
Fly.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At first I thought maybe invisible, but then I was like, well, if I could fly, I could get places fast.
Yes.
And, I could go wherever I wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Paris, I'm coming, sweetheart.
The Don Draper of cities.
I have to pay that $2,000 for a flight to Paris this summer, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm assuming with the flying power, you don't fatigue. Like it's not like
you assume that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you have to like build up endurance. It's like, bam, you've got the skill.
Yeah. You just zoom off like Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely pick flying then.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Okay. One more. And I love this one as our ending point because we have talked around this general topic quite a lot. Okay. Would you rather be stuck on an island for eternity all on your own or with someone you hate?
Do you know?
I feel like I have to go with on my own. Now, again, we're going to assume that I have like what I need to survive and I'm not relying on this person that I hate for survival. Because if that's the case, I'd have to pick someone I hate because obviously, well, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't want to survive because I hate them so much. Maybe I would just be like, just get this over with.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But Assuming that's not the case, I'd be on my own, I think.
Yeah. And again, I know we're throwing in caveats again, but like for sure, if I needed the person for my self-preservation, then I would pick same. I mean, but otherwise, if I don't, then I would be alone. Yeah. Because that would really like, I guess what I'm thinking is like, if you're with somebody you hate, I'm going to avoid them as much as possible. So it's like I'm alone anyway, but then there's this energy that's like kind of sort of always there. You know what I mean? That's like negative and.
Yeah. And if you don't like them and there's kind of like no feeling of privacy somehow, right? I mean, because you could theoretically be like away from them, let's say on different sides of the island, but you would still know they're there.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess,
right.
yeah, the alone, which again, sort of conjures up like, in me.
Yeah.
But you know.
But yeah, but if we're gonna give conditions, maybe it's not an island without cell phone service. So let's say we could still talk to people or whatever.
Oh,
say that's fine. And it doesn't say that it does say stuck for eternity. Okay. Well, that feels dire. I mean, the problem about this for me is it's stuck on an island forever. Like that's the real problem as far as I'm concerned, because that sounds terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, and like certainly if it were a shorter period of time, I would always pick the alone. And certainly if you had the cell phone service, I would always pick alone. However, how are you going to charge the phone?
Well, it doesn't say that it's it doesn't say that it's like a desert island, it doesn't say that there's nothing there. It's just stuck on an island. So I like to think of it as, there's a hotel and shit. Like I can get room service.
Oh,
not really room service because clearly, well, I don't know. We could spin this a lot of different ways. If it's just you and the person you hate, then I guess the hotel is abandoned, but there's plenty of food stores. As in not locations to shop, but food stored on site. You can like eat and whatever. Yeah. I'm taking this way off the rails.
You are getting into this.
I still feel like I'd want to not be around this person that I hate or be in proximity on an island.
I agree. Ta-da!
How did that feel? That wasn't so bad.
That wasn't so bad at all. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. So
we'll have to do this again sometime in the future.
That was so fun, actually. Like that was really fun. And I mean, these are the types of questions we would ask each other anyway, kind of. I mean, maybe not about the drinking soup out of a boot or something, but like these sorts of things about like magic or being alone, or like we have done that. So anyway, some of those deeper ones, it's like that's our shtick. So this is just really great.
Yeah. Another riveting episode of There Are No Tangents.
Yep. We keep bringing the heat, we
do. And so here's I would love for some listeners to share their answers. Here we are. Signing off.
Signing off. There are no tangents. Peace out. Let us know your answers. And we love you. And we hope to be with you again very soon. Okay. Yeah. Farewell.
Hey, let's get it.
Thanks for hanging with us through today's tangents. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back again soon, but meanwhile, you can follow along with us on Instagram at No Tangents. We would love it if you would subscribe and maybe even consider leaving us a review, a highly complimentary one.
Keep it going, no, don't stop it. Don't get the picture, then we crap it. With no emotion, what's the logic? We just lost in our thoughts.